Hey guys, it's Ty from the Gaming Up. Now this week, we're going to be doing what we have done before in the past, a double character breakdown. Now, unlike the last one where we looked at two non-protagonist and yet popular characters, we're going to be going after the leading role dudes. One for the Xbox 360 and one for the PS3. For the Xbox, it's going to be Gray from Bulletstorm. And from the PlayStation, it's going to be Nathan Drake from Uncharted. Both of them protagonists, both of them have their own unique abilities and they're very different types of personalities, and they will be rated at the end of this segment for enjoyability only, not for the amount of games they've been in, because there's only been one Bulletstorm so far that I'm aware of, so we're going to rate them just on enjoyability. So sit back and enjoy this one. I'm really so stoked for it. Now, let's start things off with Gray. The former soldier turned fugitive of the law has, for the longest time, been embarked on a quest for revenge against his former commanding officer, General Serrano of the Confederacy. He is often portrayed to be intoxicated. He's kind of what you would call the healthy mix between Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War and Wolverine from the X-Men. So, that just makes it awesomer. Even better than ever, right? So, he's a man motivated by vengeance who possesses near superhuman strength.
Any old thing you touch crumbles into dog shit?
Your mom survived. Barely.
Guess I know how the old gal got that limp.
He is a soldier that is the jack of all trades with firearms, possessing lethal accuracy as a marksman, even while highly intoxicated.
Son of a bitch! I told you already!
A man who has the utmost respect for his crew, always putting their needs ahead of his own personal pride.
I am gonna kill you!
Hey, man! What the fuck? That was a giant group decision you just made for us.
A man able to inspire his fellow crew to incredible feats of courage, even against impossible odds, with inspirational words.
We're not going anywhere. That's the Confederation's prize warbird. General Serrano will be on board. Christmas come early, boys. We got us some mass murdering piece of shit out there waiting on us to deliver some reparation.
We're with you, Gray.
In an attempt to bring down Serrano's flagship, the boys find themselves marooned on a resort planet. That's right, you heard me right. A resort planet that was specifically terraformed to provide military elite and high brass, noble highborn politicians a summer getaway location. It wouldn't be such a bad place to crash, except that, well, the entire planet's filled with the local population of lunatics. These guys are crazy as it gets, just bloodletting lunatics, and that's as an end result of unique radiation emitting from the core of the planet that will eventually drive anyone who stays there long enough crazy. And even after prolonged exposure, you may even turn into crazy mutants. So yeah, this is not really a good situation to be in. As the game starts and ends, it'll progress like any other story, one chapter to another. You get to upgrade your weapons, and it becomes easier in some spots than there are in other. You usually get a good chance to kick enemies into inanimate objects like spikes and whatnot, providing you, the player, some satisfying goring, but you know what? Apart from that, what's really impressive about this guy, Gray, is his monologue, his dialogue, his speech is just hilarious. And that's why I thought he'd be a perfect candidate for this episode. Yeah, not to mention his little witty banter with his fellow operatives, not to mention his ability to slide 200 feet like he's in space baseball, is also pretty entertaining. Eventually he'll get what is called a lash, what I like to personally call the lash of Hades, giving people the ability to lash onto anything with magnetic grappling tethers. Oh yeah. Combine that with your super boot of Odin, oh, this is just going to be insane. Just such an amazing playthrough. There's no multiple endings with this guy. It all ends up on a cliffhanger, and to date I have not seen any conclusion to the story, but I hope that Gray will eventually, if not get his revenge, at least have an ending to his story, because I personally believe this character did not get his just due. He can probably go for a little bit longer, in my opinion. And you know what? I hope to see him in the near future. If not on 360, then maybe the Xbox One. Who knows, right?
Well, bet we can find a bar someplace. Get some hooch
If you even look at a bottle, I'm going to skin you alive.
Oh, that must be one of the 12 steps, huh?
Needless to say, this guy has his own personal issues, but being the dark, brooding, tough guy, bad boy type, it's a pretty safe bet that he's quite the ladies' man.
Go fuck yourself! You shitpaws give chase, I will kill your dicks!
What? What does that even mean? You're gonna kill my dick? Well, I'll kill your dick! How about that, huh?
Next up, we got what I like to call the perfect combination of what happens when Indiana Jones have a one-night stand with Lara Croft. Nathan Drake, the young orphan turned international bounty hunter under the tutelage of his longtime mentor slash father figure Sullivan. This young dashing, I can't really call him a hero, but this international thief of ancient antiquities and treasures is often on a quest to prove his self-worth to the world, that he is indeed worthy of his name, Drake, that he's perhaps even related to the great Francis Drake, old school, once upon a time treasure hunter, explorer from back in the day. Now, let's just get right into this one. Now, beyond being an international jewel thief, treasure hunter, and, antiquity stealer, under the tutelage of Sullivan, Nathan grew up to be quite a decent fisticuffs guy. He knows how to handle himself in a fist fight, and he also knows a thing or two about using guns. He's no, military commando, but at the same time, he wouldn't be completely useless if someone were to shove a pistol into his face and say, "Shoot that person." Okay. Yeah. He's seen pretty much just about anything anyone could ever hope to see when they're in this kind of line of work. He has gone all over the world, seen many treasures, and recovered quite a few rare jewels that were thought to have been lost forever. Again, on his quest to prove his self-worth to everyone who ever doubted that he is in fact a descendant of the Francis Drake. Should he also be mentioned that he wears a ring of Francis Drake around his neck, sort of as a necklace, as a symbol, or rather a forever reminder that he has something to prove, and he also has something that always to remind him that he's always living under the great man's shadow of Francis Drake. He's able to quickly adapt to most situations, but at the same time, he never really plans ahead in a firefight or in a fistfight. He just basically goes by the seat of his pants, and in doing so, he just basically makes up most of his strategies as he goes. He has been known to screw up, be called what you may suggest is gullible, but also he has a problem when it comes to saving damsels in distress, which makes him pretty easy to manipulate in most ways. Oh, jeez. As you can see for yourself, he is pretty quick on his feet. Oh, Jesus. Say it ain't so. But beyond this tall drink of sunshine's clever wit, his intellectual and sometimes, cold, but at the same time bright sense of humor, and his Hollywood good looks, he can handle himself in just about any situation. Bye! See you next fall! Ba-doom. Psh. Oh, man. Now, from what I'm told, Uncharted has had 3 games on the PS3, also one on the PS Vita, and Drake is coming back in the PS4 for Uncharted 4. So, what's going to happen to him next? I personally have no idea, but I'm still interested to see what happens because his adventures always were very, very enjoyable. I always enjoyed playing through the games multiple times because it just felt like a giant Hollywood production movie you're playing through, not a video game. You're just sitting in the front seat controlling this performance, and that's really awesome in my opinion. It's just, oh, look at this. This is just gorgeous. Come on, get that pistol, Leah. Use it. You do something. Shoot him. There you go, that boy. I can tell the creators of this game, Naughty Dog, did not spare any expense whatsoever on the scenery, making the game that much vibrant, much more, just full of character itself, and really adds that much more texture and just charm to the story of the game. I mean, how many times have you seen a treasure hunter in a video game fight for his life in a plane that's quite literally falling apart around him? I mean, look at this! Oh no. Okay, that hole's getting pretty big. Nate, do something! Oh, Jesus! Boy, wouldn't a parachute come in handy right about now? Wouldn't you agree? Oh, it's good. Good catch. Oh, this is still gameplay. This isn't a cinematic, it's a game. Oh, man. Nice save. Way to go. Nice.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, mon Dieu. Damn, now what are you going to do? What you going to do now, huh?
This is not good.
In his travels around the world, he has made rock-solid friendships that will last forever.
Jake, if we don't make it out of here, I just want you to know, I hate your guts.
Nathan has never once ever cracked under the pressure.
You overlooked one little detail, didn't you, partner? What? Face it, genius, you've been played. Oh, really? Hey! Jackass, you're ruining the show here.
Ah, what a shame.
And, let's face it, he's quite the stud when it comes to the ladies.
Oh, Elena Fisher. Last year's model.
That's cute.
Ooh, burn.
You're gonna miss this ass.
Alright, you've seen it for yourself. You heard the testimony, now it's time for the rating. As I said at the beginning of the episode, we're going for enjoyment on this one, okay? Nothing else will be taken into factor. Not dated graphics, story, length of game, or number of games. Enjoyment. So chill the fuck out, please and thank you. Now, it's going to be the same way on both characters. They both have their interesting facts, their backstories, their witty banter, one crude, one smart, but you know what? All in all, I gotta give them both 9 out of 10. Way to go, Gray, and way to go, Drake. 9 out of 10, boys, you did it. Way to go. Now, you know what? I think that about wraps it up. So with all said and done, thanks a lot for tuning into this another exciting episode of the Gaming Help. I personally enjoyed it, so I hope you did too. And you know what? We'll see you next time. Take her easy.